Excuse me. That wasn't very clever, was it? Don't know what happened there. Just broke connection. And it was like, would you like to restart? And I was like, yeah. And then it just killed the stream. So, I don't know. I don't understand these technical difficulties. I stream on my old phone, right? And it started acting funny buggers. Like, I think it's starting to just fucking... It's just not happy about being, like... I think it's reached the end of its natural fucking life, to be honest. So... Shit. Bit of a bastard, that. 60 people watching, but that's cool. And now we are back. I was attacked by ghosts. Anyway, where was I? I was talking about this immortal beloved. Or was I? No, I wasn't. I was talking about something else. Lena Wee. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, sorry, I've turned up the volume. Pump up the jam. Sorry about that. I have literally no idea what happened. I don't know why, how, when, where, who, what. I was taken down. I was eliminated, same as Navalny. I was obviously saying things that the overlords did not like. Could be something like that, you know. Maybe I said something that some brand... I mean, I've seen it happen. You know, streams get taken off the air mid-stream. But I think it's stay up. I think they stay up. Oh. But anyway, we are back. And I hope you are doing well. I am well. This Lena Wee is very powdery. Yes, I was taken down by the influencers. That's what happened. Joma shop. I was threatening to end the stream if I didn't get coffees. And Demi Rolling, aye. I was taken out by the influencers. It was a hit job. It was an absolute hit job, my friends. The Duck Encore, Ace of Souls, just everybody is here again. I was talking about doing commercials. What commercials? Oh, I won't be doing commercials, believe that. Nothing like that. It sounds like my dad. Well, you overcame. Yes, I am back. Not to worry. This Lena Wee, okay, or Lana Wee, or Lesna Wee, the night. I was reading the blurb. But anyway, it's very powdery. It's good quality. Irisy, the more powdery aspect of Iris. I think my vintage Lancome Eau de Lancome has given me a rash. Yeah, it's a lot of oak moss in there. I actually like Eau de Lancome. Something gave me a rash the other day, and I can't remember what it was. It may have been Patou pour Homme. It may have been something else, but there was something, and it gave us a rash. But I sprayed it on one hand, and on the other hand, I got the rash. This Lena Wee is really nice. I think it would be nicer on a woman personally, but I associate powdery fragrances with women because I'm fucking backward like that. If you like yourself a powdery fragrance, that, you will not go far wrong with that. There's a lot of rose going on. if DJ is here, DJ, welcome. That was a little bit like a seance there, wasn't it? Sorry. That was a little bit like a seance there, wasn't it? I am here. What was the resin you sent us? Was it frankincense? It smells amazing. Omani frankincense. True amouage. I need to look after that and not lose it because I've got some Elemi resin, which is fucking... Oh, that stuff will fucking... Quite high grade. It smells fucking glorious, to be fair, mate. I appreciate it greatly. Thank you. That is... it was good stuff, that. So I will try some more of the Uzak, even, not Suzak. That's a perfumer. Friends, if you would like to like the stream, I would be delighted to welcome your like. I was browsing Souk. Souk? What were you browsing for? Somebody offered me the parfum of... Is it Ambra Fetiche? Was that Ambra Fetiche? I think it was Ambra Fetiche. Paroli, we are back. We are so back, as Dev would say. What kind of powdery? Like rose powdery, like like powder puff that they put on the face. Well, no, you may put it on your face, but that they used to use to powder the face is that kind of powdery kind of thing, like grandma kind of powdery in my experience. So do I. So this is a downer. This is a downer. Max 40 and Demi rolling or having a threesome with Amouage, says Spaced Out. That is potentially libelous. Hi, Mitch. After long considerations, went for New York Intense for my upcoming wedding, hoping that my better part likes it. I hope you like it as well, Carolus, and I hope your better part likes it too. It's a classy kind of fragrance. It's just not my type of thing. I get a lot of powder from that as well. I prefer Bois de Portugal. I think that's the one that it smells like, Bois de Portugal. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. But I hope you enjoy it, and I hope your wedding goes off really well. Welcome, Stuart Mabe. How are you? Stuart, we had a disaster. I was gotten. by dark forces. You know? There was something out there that cancelled my last stream. Who's getting hitched? It's Carolus. Shuknavicius. I hope I've pronounced that rightly. Forgive us if I hadn't. That's weird, Rich. The rash is on the same hand as a plant. I think it's got to do with your lymphatic system. So whenever I get a reaction to something, right, say if it happens on, unless it's like a sting or a bite, then it obviously happens at the site. But if it's a perfume, if I spray it on my right hand, like my left arm will come up, or like on my wrist, and I think it's my lymphatic system, you know? I get little, not blisters, but little bubbles under my hand, you know. I found Lana Wee Blue Electrique was powdery, says Ace of Souls. I think Herod is sweet for me to enjoy when I crave sweetness. It's a nice release. Oh, Marnie, quite high grade, 34 shite, get it back up again. This could be misinterpreted, says Joe. Milk 2 likes from me today. Merci beaucoup. Are we back? We are back. I was browsing discontinued city exclusive Killians. Rich Mitch 2, the quackening. But get at least 5 mil. The nose behind it is respected, so you know nothing annoying. It's one of the better winter scents. I found a taste of heaven, 40 of 50 mil used with the full display case for €200 plus shipping. I thought I clicked something off, says Jonathan. Absolutely don't know what happened. I was taken out. At least I died doing what I loved. Stuart Mabe is wearing Ambre Rousse. I just spotted Ambre Rousse before. Oh. Okay. Carl UK Francis powder the best. Poolery. That's what I have. Little bubbles. Bloody itchy. Yes. It's like raised little bubbles under your skin, but they're not blisters. And they are itchy. Demi made an It Girl video the other day. Put the newest Amarage release straight away. I don't know what an It Girl is. Shuggy is one of the few acceptable powdery scents. It stays. It does that thing where it stays just on the right hives. Yes, that's right, Lily. It stays right, just on the right side of that powdery mark for me. You know, I need to wear some more Surge. I'll wear some more Surge. I need to wear some more of my vintage stuff. I'm going to let go of the Davidoff, the green one, Davidoff by Davidoff. I've got a few 50 mils. Actually, I've got a few 30 mils. Actually, fuck knows what I've got. But it's like lime with castoreum. I kind of don't understand it. You know. Dushan, enjoy your dinner. In the middle of the night, my phone gonna do me down. It's been on the radio. That's why I'm fucking singing that. My God, it's gonna take us ages to get that out of me fucking head. What is going on here? Limestorium. I think Reflection 45's powderiness. Still need to try Shuggy. That's exactly it. Yeah. I got into fragrances because of Demi, then realised I couldn't trust her and continued my journey without her. Well, she's not all bad then. There is something about the Parfum d'Empire range that I'm not so sure about. A fuzziness that sort of reminds me of Montal, which I'm not crazy about. No, there is a fuzzy kind of powderiness that they've got that is just like crap, you know. Well, Antaeus has lime and castoreum. I don't know about lime. Those rash bumps are called vesticles, says Tim Wilcox. Ugh. Seminal vesticle. Yuck. Sounds filthy. Outrageous. Welcome, Frank. I've been really enjoying YSL Opium Pour Arm. Love the anise and black currant. Yeah, it's fantastic. Welcome, Splinter. Powdery floral leather is one that I like from powdery fragrances. DJ does like powdery stuff. That is true. I like Parfum d'Empire, but not really hit the mark, says Joe. Yeah, it definitely has lime in the opener. Red vesticles. Ugh. You don't want to pop a vesticle. Yikes. Aqueous solution hydrophobic tail. Oh. Blister. The stage is called the vesicular stage because it involves round blister-like sores called vesicles. The blistering rash generally affects the arms, legs, and scalp, but it may affect other parts. Oof. Yeah, they're bloody itchy. There's nothing that you just want to do more than just pop the fuckers. But don't. And don't take medical advice from me either. This definitely has lime in the opening. Bumpy vesticles. I'm a big fan of Tobacco Taboo and Corsica something. Frank is wearing lead. Desert Malacca. Furiosa. I'm obviously a Parfum d'Empire fan, says Oris. Must be from the Oak Moss. Yeah, I'm thinking it is the Oak Moss. Like, Eugene's intro music for reviews is becoming nostalgic to me. Doesn't do many videos anymore, but, you know, it's a good way to timestamp people's videos from, like, the different music that they use and the different intros that they do and all that. That's the one. Must Tonkin is okay. I did like Corsica Furiosa. Medical advice from a quack, says Mike. That's right. You don't want to take medical advice from a quack. Aziari and Wazamba are nice, but not enough for me to buy. Eugene doused 1 mil plus of Ganymede. Whoa. Whoa. That's a big dosage, that, is it not? Make you ill, that. I think it did. Amber Rus and Ottoman I actively find awful. Half a spray is strong enough to survive a shower. Yeah. Equestrus, I do not care for. Carolus is wearing Gilles Sander Man from 2007. I think I had that and I gave it to Richie G. Amber Rus. I quite like the Parfum d'Empire range. They smell nice, but they all have this cheap, fuzzy, powdery thing supporting them, which puts me off. Yeah, that's how I feel. What about the Osmanthus one? I'm not an Osmanthus fan. I get like a rubberiness from it. I get this texture from it. It's like a balloon. You know, balloons. And when you blow them up, you put them to your lips and you get that smell, that fucking... And when you blow them up, they touch your nose. And you're like, whoa. And they've got that texture. That's what, like, Osmanthus is to me. It's like a rubber. Grim. Apricot. What's apricot? Osmanthus one is nice, but not full price. Nothing too new. I might send Eugene a full bottle of Ganymede. Yikes. As long as you're not sending it to me, mate. Good grief. Is Celine in for a good old trashing soon? If they're shite, I will say they're shite. If they're good, I will say they're good. We will have to see. I have done Celine first impressions before. It'll be interesting to see if my opinion has changed on any of them. But I did get the sample set, and I thought the sample set was quite nice. It came with a pillow, strangely. So that was whatever it was. It was some kind of pillow, you know. It's a very strong image. Condoms, apricot balloons. Is Celine apricot condoms? What? I wore Oud Satin Mood yesterday for the audience. And the audience didn't like it, unfortunately, but I wanted to wear something different. Who were the audience? I don't know whether I have an amateur nose, but Ganymede smells like chlorine and castor oil to me. No, it's definitely got that kind of vibe. You should always trust your own nose the most. You can develop your nose, but the part of the joy of the fragrances and stuff is like developing, you know, and changing and staying. What changes and what stays the same, and like, I mean, fuck me, I thought Ganymede was pretty rough. It's so anti my taste. Where's that pillow? There it is. I'll show you the pillow it came with. Give us a second. I'm sure it's like a little cushion. Hold on. Oh, yeah, look. It came with this. Oh, I'll move these. There you go. Little cushion. How bizarre. Amber Rus is one of my favourite ambers, along with Amber Absolute, Mitza Sultan, and Amber Aurea. Ganymede smells like Heinz ketchup to me. They give you a pillow because you will fall asleep for how boring they are. Joe Privé's gave pillows too. Maybe something to get a full-size pillow with a sample set. Comfy. Joram 2020 smells like bananas to me. Strange. Ganymede smells like a lot of things. None of them good. That's just weird. What the fuck? I don't know. Just a pillow? Just a fucking pillow. Bizarre. A pillow to bite when you pay the full retail for fragrances. Yes. So I'm weighing up my next purchase. Either Hasu no Hana, Amouage Royal Tobacco, or Prin Persona Nimite. Tested them all, want them all, can only afford one. Ooh. Yep. Just a bizarre pillow. I'm going to put it under my arm. It's not even a very comfy pillow. It's very thin. Shite. Fuck off. I'd rather not have one. Ganymede even has Millesime Imperial fruitness to me. Every time I look for fragrance for my girl, Subtle London pops up fucking shite. Suki London. Socky. Yeah. My family, they didn't enjoy it like Oud Satin Mood for some reason. I think it's a nice fragrance. I seem to go back to it from time to time. Did you mean Socky London there? Or did you mean Suckle London? I know about Socky. I left a few fucking comments on her channel a couple of years ago, and I got hounded out by the fucking people on there. They were like, "What are you doing here? You're a man. Get out of here." Swear to God. Swear to God. That first one I smelled, the rum boozy one. I meant suck it socky. Oh. Yeah, I got told not to be there. And apparently our fragrances are fucking shite. They just smell like that generic sweet bubblegum saccharin sugar bomb that everything smells like. So Socky London. What video and date is that one? Fuck knows, mate. You'd have to go back a long way. You would have to go back a long way, because I was just like, oh, fuck this shite. But she was definitely one of those people who wanted to grow the channel. Socky London is the online persona of brand founder Sophie King. Sophie's fascination with the world of fragrance began when she would eagerly await her dad's return from overseas trips, often surprising her with a new perfume. After university, Sophie worked in an independent perfume shop where she started to understand the complexity of fragrance. After university, she worked as a management consultant for 10 years, searching for a creative outlet. Sophie launched her YouTube perfume channel in 2015 to simplify the world of fragrance and share product reviews. She has since amassed a following of fellow fragrance lovers, which has given her the confidence to create her own fragrance. I'd love you to come and join me. Hit subscribe and make my day. No. I got sent a sample of her first one, and I'm sorry to say it was awful. Yes, I think it was you that sent me it, wasn't it, Joe? I think it was you that sent us it. Was it you that sent me it? And it was grim. Or was it Smurfy Girly? Oh no, it was you. Yes, I think I sent it to Smurfy Girly. Maybe I did, I can't remember. But fuck me. It was really bad. Get the duck out. When YouTube recommends Demi rolling vid, I occasionally comment something about Dubai and ask how to get free paid trips there. It's just a fucking cesspit of fucking Madness. Okay, I'm bookmarking her for later. Bobby is enraged by the sexism. To be fair, it wasn't her. It wasn't her that told us, but she didn't do anything about it. She didn't say, whoa, this is terrible. What are you doing? But, you can't have it both ways. You can't have sexism against women and sexism and then retaliate with sexism against men. And you can't have sexism against men and retaliate with sexism against women. Demi Rowling likes Poopy Ood, but so do I. Fair play to her. Like I said, fucking Demi has a decent nose. Like, early on, Demi knows what she's talking about. Like, as far as, like, being able to, like, describe and fucking, like, the knowledge. And, like, she could have been a great reviewer. But she went down the money route, you know? Which is a shame for me, but for her, I mean, it seems to have worked out all right, you know? So it's not really my business or fucking anything like that. It's just, what can you do, you know? It was dreadful. Someone say they're all about perfume. She did a lousy job on it. Yeah, I think you'll find that. I think you'll find. I mean, I do realise I'm fucking. I think you'll find. No, I have found that people who say shit like that, and it doesn't matter who that person is or what they're talking about, if you say shit like that, you can almost entirely guarantee, it's almost one-to-one, that person doesn't know what they're talking about. If somebody says, I know what I'm talking about, on that Buzz video, my God, he said he had an IQ approaching 150. I was like, fucking shut the fuck up. If he was here now, I'd point and laugh. The Wally. Couldn't believe it. I was like, what? If they did my IQ, they would find it was 145, 150. Like, shut the fuck up. If you were half as smart as you thought you were, you wouldn't say shit like that. Behave. Fucking hell. Honestly, I cringed so hard I nearly broke my neck. God. Einstein was 160, that's what I said. I texted to me mate. And I was like, listen to this. And I was like, Einstein was about 160. Shut up. Behave. And he's like, somebody made a mean picture of me on the internet. Maybe all the shit you've talked on them group chats. Bloody hell. Archie Luxury is very knowledgeable in regard to watches, but his performance belies that. It's almost impossible to listen to, like, which is a real shame, because I agree with you. He knows what he's talking about. Like, he's got knowledge, and he's got experience. But it's just like, I'm not arsed with the drama. There's Paul Thorpe as well, whose opinion on watches I respect massively. He's, like I say, he's got a fucking huge backlog of experience and knowledge and all these different things, right? And now he started talking about how to stop the small boats. The police are outraged. He's gone down like the social influencer kind of thing about talking about politics, and there's nothing worse. I just caught that content. I cannot hack it. And it was the same as like when Mr. Smelly went for the drama. Like I loved Mr. Smelly's like old content, because he's got a very similar taste in perfume to me, but he went down a different route, and I was like, nah, I'm not watching this. I'm not watching it. Like, you crack on. Like, I can't sit there and tell people what to say and what to make. But, like, it's like everybody says, if you don't like it, don't watch it. So I don't. And Paul Thorpe kind of did the same thing. I would watch almost any Paul Thorpe watch video, but I'm not listening to people talk about the state of the world. I fucking hate it when I talk about it. Never mind social commentary. It's just I don't. It's not what I want. I know the world's shit. I don't need to be reminded of how shit it is, man. You know, you're not going to do anything. You're not going to change anything. No, there's a chance to change things this year in the UK, in the UK, in America. If you want to change things, there's an election. Mashari Al-Otaibi, I beg your pardon for mispronouncing your name. Welcome. Thoughts on Robes? Robes is like a perfume hero. His channel, I mean, I learned so much. A lot of my taste is based on a lot of this content he put out years ago, you know. I can't hate. He's copped a lot of flack in the last few years. There's been some stuff I don't really know about that's happened. And his channel he's taking some big breaks. And I think on YouTube, if you lose momentum, you're going to lose views, and you're going to lose, like, people stop watching and stop caring and stop becoming invested, you know, which is a shame, but that's the way it is. And he's taken a couple of big breaks, but he had to take down loads of his old reviews because they had copyright issues. Because before YouTube became compliant, you could just put anything in your fucking videos, and he had, like, rap music and stuff in. You remember the Spray on My Cologne intro that he had? Like, you had to redo all his videos, and he lost millions of views. You know what I mean? Which is a shame. Otherwise, his channel would have gotten nuked. And fuck starting again. Although, if my channel got nuked, I'd start again. I must admit. Anyway, I'm miles behind. I really do like watching Demi Rolling. Her channel is pretty good. I think she knows what she's talking about, but it's the money game. Like, yeah, I agree. Ah, Claire. Welcome, Smurf. Speaking of ladies with good noses, Smurfy Girl's got one of the most acutely aware, because I remember we were doing, she was talking about Eugene's perfumes, and she hadn't looked at any of the notes or anything, and she was fucking nailing it. Yes, Einstein was 160. Well, they estimated that. It's the same with Goethe. You know, Goethe, they reckon that fucking, I can't remember his first name, Goethe from Germany, the writer, they reckon his IQ was like 200. You know? But they all they can do is reckon it from his, Goethe. And not Amon Goethe. Fuck. Goethe, the 18th, was it the 19th or the 18th century? He was a writer in. And they estimated his Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. That's right. He was an extremely intelligent man. But they inferred that his IQ was like 200, which is bookmark and Boz too. Bob, when you see that video the day, honestly, the mad bastard. Goethe, sorry. I always thought it was Goethe. Goethe. So funny. Honestly, the Boz video is madness. Madness. Socky review on Fragrantica. Likely created by someone who loves fragrance and compiled an appealing list of scents but has zero knowledge, understanding, or experience of blending. Yes. Yes. It's a very good way to put it. It would be like if I made a perfume. You know? Be shite. Be shite. I'm a consumer. I'm a punter. I've always said that. That's why it's one of the reasons that I don't have affiliate links. I want to sit on this side of the fence. Like, I absorb, I take, I enjoy, I consume. And I think when you get free bottles, I genuinely believe when you get free bottles, it takes out a massive part of the context of the consumption of fragrance, because what you are doing is you are telling people this is the experience of the fragrance, but you are cutting off a massive part of that by not paying for it. Because everybody else has to pay for it, but not you. And I just think it devalues the opinion of the fragrance. I just do. And I think most people know that. I wish people would just be kind. Yeah, I wish people were nice. It's like that scene from The Banshees of Inisherin. In fact, I'm not going to do that because I'm going to make a short about that one day. You used to be nice. Or did you never used to be? Oh, God. Maybe you never used to be. That's the Colin Farrell delivery. I wish people would just be kind. 2009 Archie was very different. Yeah. Most of them don't know anything. They don't know what they're talking about. I agree. I totally agree. They are just there as window dressing to sell perfumes. They're just there to sell perfumes and make money. The monetization of hobbies, you know. And that's what we are. And it's like nobody's like putting up any kind of resistance to it. And I think the lack of plurality in general life today is a problem. I'm getting a bit philosophical now, but you know what I mean. Okay, now I'm a binge watch socky. Oof. Better you than me. I want to be kind and from Dubai. Frank wants to be in Dubai. You could probably get there. I think you're a nurse, aren't you? You could get a job in Dubai. You'd be fucking well paid. But the problem is you'd have to live in fucking Dubai with all them tossers. Social commentary is such lazy content, pretty much just gobbling the schlong of insert group of choice and say whatever they want to hear. Yeah, it's a captive audience. You know, the whole right wing kind of nationalistic fucking working class conservative anger at foreigners, anger at the other, you know. It's always been a thing, and it always will be a thing. And there is, I mean, they've realised how to monetize it now. You know, you've got all these people like shock jocking, and what they'll say is, right, part of their advertising is, I'll say things that other people won't say. Fuck off. Everybody's saying the same thing. Behave. Oh, you're not allowed to say that. Well, you just did, and so does everybody else. So piss off. No, what they're actually doing is patronizing you because they think you are dumb enough to buy it. You know? Mental. Just mental. You know? I'm sick of it. I'm over it. Past it. It's not edgy. Bunch of impotent fucking middle-aged men who have lost their first wife because they were in fact dickheads when they were younger men. So they've got divorced. The kids aren't really particularly keen on saying them because they're absolute bellends, and they're wanting to blame someone for that. And it's someone less powerful than them. It's like the teddy bear scene. The dad comes in from work, he's angry. The boss shouts at the dad comes in from work, shouts at the wife shouts at the child, and the child kicks the teddy bear. All because the boss shouted at the dad. Mental. It's that writ large in society. Crazy. She has 125,000 followers. Influencer I've never heard of before. Mr. Smelly trying to go the controversy route. He's been trying for a couple of years now. I don't know. I don't watch anymore. It's derivative and it's not my thing, that. You know, I don't want to watch it. So I don't watch it. And I say I don't watch it and I don't particularly like it. And that's it, really. But I did used to really appreciate his content. Like, I bought my first ever vintage fragrance off Dan. You know what I mean? It's the fucking large part of the reason I'm sat here talking to you now is because of Dan. You know? So I don't want to go overboard and say fucking stupid things that I don't actually mean, or wrong things, you know. But it's all I feel is that it's a bit of a shame that it's like that's the way he wanted to go with his channel. But it's his choice, it's his channel, it's his life. He can do what he likes. He doesn't need me to sit there and go like, "Oh, well done," or "Oh no, that's terrible," you know. I fucking feel like I've been bit. There's like fucking little bugs out and about, little bastards. Could just be where the elastic of the sock has dug into me skin. Excuse me. Salaries can reach 200 grand easy for nurses in California. What the fuck are you doing sat here talking to me? Get thee to California. Goodness me. What on earth? 200 grand? So what happened with Boz? Boz put out a video today and it was one of the most self-pitying, pathetic displays of shit I've ever seen from someone who likes giving, who likes taking the piss out of people and doesn't like having the piss taken out of him. You know? Don't give it if you can't take it, Taylor's oldest time. I remember when a new girl came to our school, she was lesbian, fat, blonde hair, glasses. The next day she got expelled because of perverted acts, touched my friend's ass and took photos of her. Good grief. Where did that come from? She's been in your feed, prod, no way, rubs away as an OG years. That Amanda on Smelly's channel is bin. Every time she comes on, I click off. I don't know who that is. I wonder if people hate my Instagram. Fair bit of social commentary on there with my perfume thoughts. Well, I mean, the thing is that everybody can do what they do, but you're not trying to monetize it. Like, I mean, you're not trying to monetize it. You're not like making it your whole personality, or you're not trying to influence people. Everybody can have their opinions on shit. It's just like these people who have already made it in a way, you know, they've got like, so you've got like a footballer who retires, and then you've got a footballer who retires, right? And then they can't get a job as a manager, or they can't get a job as a coach or as a pundit. So what they'll do is they'll say something outrageous. I'm thinking of Joey Barton, where he was like, women shouldn't be allowed in football. Women shouldn't be allowed in men's football. It's like, well, how many men are involved in women's football? Fuck off. You can't have it both ways. And he knew what he was doing because he's a cynical dick. What sort of nurse earns 200 grand? A Californian nurse earns 200 grand, mate. I will put on the frock, call me matron, and I'll be there soon. For 200 grand, I will do all sorts of mad shit. Oh, I wonder if people hate... No, I trust them more than us, yeah. Rose's review of Jubilation 25 was fantastic. Limelight ass. Oh. Be the lurker you want to see in the live chat. I discovered Robes Away thanks to one of Rich Mitch's live streams. He is great. I love how he analyses and breaks down fragrances. Fragrance collections is impressive. His older, longer form reviews are amazing. I'm enjoying my old... I still watch some of the old ones. Good. Oh God, I'm well behind. Gate. The fact of stories is underrated. Stones? I mean, a fat sandwich. Touch pronounced Goutal. You ain't eating shit. You would be a good creative director. I think I'd be terrible, but I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, now pronounce Nietzsche. You value more what you work for. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Spot on. This is a wonderful experience. Great job. Leave a comment so I can find out. Says Brody. What's happening? It's getting a bit deep. Yes, how did that happen? I do kind of slip off into the deep end every once in a while. But I do really genuinely want to try and keep as much of that away from the streams as I can, or the channel especially, because the world's full of it, and I don't want to become one of those people. You know, I want to try and keep this as a place where I can get away from that shit, and the same with other people as well. I come to this place to talk about perfumes and talk about silly shit that we talk about. A little bit deep sometimes, but most of the time, like, a bit of escapism, like, you know. Because fuck me, the last 15 years has been fucking rough as guts. Yeah, a lot of them have no idea what they're talking about and get away with it because the people consuming the content also have no clue. Yes, a lot of people want to be fooled. A lot of people want to be told what they want to hear. I saw a video today from Sabine Hossenfelder, and I've obviously pronounced that utterly terribly, but she said what people want is, a lot of people, what they want is, right, is they want reasons to believe what they already believe. So they believe in something, and what they then do is they look for reasons to believe, to back it up, rather than let the evidence tell them what to think. They think what they think and then look for evidence to fucking back that up. And I thought, yeah, confirmation bias. Yeah, exactly. It's exactly what it is, Stephen. And welcome to you, sir. It's a human thing. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's a very human thing. Humans are fucking mental. Like, we're as amazing as we are strange, and we are strange. I think one of the things is a lot of people can't accept the strangeness of themselves, and then they have a lot of trouble accepting the strangeness of others. You know, a lot of people struggle with boundaries, their own boundaries and other people's boundaries. You know, I try to respect people's boundaries as much as possible, because sometimes it's just not possible. As nouts are queer as folk. People are strange. Also taking up hommies only for monetization. Yes. If people want to be dodos on the internet, I don't really care. That's on them. Yes, the key is to try and find other like-minded people for community, you know? Community is extremely important. Belonging to something that is bigger than you. I want to be a tosser, says Frank. Well, stick around and you will pick up a lot. Oh, things they do to nurses in Dubai, says Brody. Has anyone ever blocked you? Yes. Nurses get paid very well in some states in the USA. I think most elsewhere it's not really paid well. Not in the UK, it's fucking not, because the fucking government we've got doesn't value value. What fragrance was it, Rich? Wow, whoa. Whose fragrance? What fragrance? Breaking news, Mr. Smelly made Rich Mitch what he is today. He certainly helped. Rent is 5k there now. Whoa. Fuck that. Some same nurse degree might get you $20 a day in some other place. 200k is a lot here in Cali. Yeah, I can imagine. Oh my God, please don't pay me for my thoughts about perfume or politics. Yeah. Boz was a cool guy here for the most part, I think. He was. The thing is with Boz is that he gives it out and can't take it. You know? He tries to troll. Oh, what fragrance was it? It was Paco Rabanne Pour Homme. It was a vintage Paco Rabanne Pour Homme. Still got it. Smells amazing. Really good price as well. Really good price. Sent us a card with his picture on it and his name and his picture and his email and his phone number, strangely. I've never rang him or texted him or anything like that, but... Happened when I was doing school in Italy, plus another student came to our class that was gay. The bastard was hitting on me. Well, gay people will hit on people of the same sex. A standard big hospital nurse with some overtime. Yitcha. Ambra Nargile, I promise Ambra Nargile every day, Miss Sherry. Promise is too strong. It's too much. Had to sell mine. Smelly tried to take Archie's stick, but he can't go to the watch community super chats on a fragrance stream. The watch community's it's like in another dimension. You got to remember those people are spending upwards of fucking 100 grand on a fucking timepiece. Fuck. When it's a mechanical timepiece as well. This is something I didn't realize. Quartz watches are much, much more accurate than mechanical watches. It's essentially a jewelry. It's a jewelry for men. That's what I've found, right? There's history, which I really love. I love the history of the brands, and there's a lot of history with them as well, you know. And it's interesting and it's cool how the technology works, and it's like there's a lot of lore, and I mean, like LORE. There's a lot of like all that interesting stuff. But the money, wow, the money's frightening in their circles. You know, terrifying it is. Shite, I dread to think how much consultant surgeon must make in Cali. Where can I find this Boz video? It's on his channel, Boz Cobra. If you just search Boz Cobra, it'll bring up his channel. It wasn't a great video to watch. Like, it was just a bloke sitting there self-loathing, feeling really sorry for himself. I mean, this is nothing I wouldn't say to him if he was here. Like, I would say, Boz, that wasn't great, mate. And the only thing I can never understand about Boz is why he hates watches. He watches so much content because he hates himself. That's why people do things that they hate, because it scratches an itch. I mean, don't get us wrong. I mean, I do stuff like that. Maybe hates himself is a strong word, but like, it scratches some deep dark part of your soul, where you can like hate watch stuff, and it just kind of makes you. It's a corrosive, nasty experience. And I think a lot of people do that kind of thing. And it's just a facet of some people's personalities. I mean, I do that sometimes as well. You know what I mean? I don't recommend it. It's confirmation bias. I have a PhD, Dr. Oris, in gender studies, and even I am tired of politics. Yeah, I'd bail on politics. They're fucking awful. Doctor takes longer, costs more, and larger risk for a malpractice lawsuits. I went the easy route, says Frank. People are strange. Jim Morrison, people are strange. I wish Richard would respect my boundaries and stop sending me the disgusting videos on WhatsApp. No, I won't, you slut. Anaesthetist nurse can clear 350k. Good grief. Like-minded crowd and socky channel, ain't it? I mean, that's an amazing salary. I'd shit myself if I was on that kind of money. I'd work for a year and fuck off. We all want to point our fingers elsewhere these days. We can all always be better. Absolutely. My travel nurses run the show. I let them buy the drink. Would you agree the sewing culture is out of hand in America, says Stuart? It always has been. It's always been a litigious society. It's very strange. I think I might get the whole point of gayness, to be honest, says Nick. Yes, to hit on people of the same sex. Watch community is way bigger than the fragrance community. Yeah. Plus sneakers collecting is also big too. That's always kind of baffled me. But then, I mean, people would look and say the same thing about the perfumes, wouldn't they? The hell are you doing collecting loads of perfumes? And it's kind of hard to argue. What am I doing collecting loads of perfumes? What a strange person I am. Big money watches are engineering for engineering's sake. Yes. Watch of the day, Speedmaster triple date, says Frank. I've just got the Explorer on. I just wear my Explorer. I don't think I'll be buying another Rolex. I wouldn't own multiple Rolexes. I wouldn't own multiple Rolexes. Like, this was like, I got this in 6 weeks, man. I was on. Like, it's such a gimmick. They make you wait for the watches. It's such bollocks. But, yes, I quite like my watch. Welcome, Anuj. But it surprised me that, like, the quartz watches. I didn't know that. I genuinely didn't know that. I thought they were just cheaper because they were battery operated, but I had no idea that they were more accurate as well because of the nature of the quartz movement. Crazy scenes. Watch of the day is a Speedmaster Triple Date. I really like Seiko. They have great watches. Richie G just bought an absolutely sensational one, a turtle. Perpetual calendars with moon phases, big respecto. I like a moon phase one. It's quite cool to watch. Stuart Mabe says, some of the A. Langen's on our watches are beautiful, but 50 to 200k for one is a bit excessive. That's the circles that they're playing in, though. Do you know what I mean? That's the kind of rarefied air, the stratosphere that they're playing in. Like 200k. I mean, for some people, that is not a lot of money. Like, which must be nice, but you can get by without. I used to have a lot of trainers, says DJ. Believe me, the trainer community has some of the biggest freaks around. They don't care about the shoes. Yeah. For a lot of people, it's just a way to show off their wealth. Welcome, Sentinel. Pep, how are you? What do I do? Says Galen. I don't know. What did you do? Most of my friends find my fragrance interest is strange. Well, a lot of people I tell are just like, oh, that's kind of interesting, and then that's kind of like it, you know. But I kind of play it down a little bit. I'm all right. Richie G, I managed to soil by getting him into the hobby, but a lot of people I don't really go on about it too, you know. Kind of keep it to my thing. You know, if people want to talk more about it, I mean, to be fair, most people have got a fragrance. Good night, Joe, and thank you for coming. Most people like a fragrance, but most people don't get into fragrance the way that we do. I'll show you the most accurate calendar from welcome in Nuge. How was a Nuge? I don't wear a watch. I'm on Kairos time. I'm well aware that there's a strange hobby we have. Got to own it. Yes, the best thing to do is just be like, whoa, I love this. My father gifted his Ramon Weil watch to me. I like Ramon Weil watches. Do a lovely blue. Fits a Vostok Scuba. Skeleton back. Speedmaster Moonwatch sits at the pinnacle of Omega. I did finally get myself an entry-level automatic. Very cool, but I don't have the drive to go much deeper than that. Yeah. I would like a Longines. Nomos Glass Shooter is about my speed. Design and price-wise. Long John's cool brand. Hope they remain relevant, says Frank. The quartz in Grand Seiko is accurate to plus or minus 5 seconds a year. Often just a couple of seconds, according to the owners. It's insane. And you've got to remember the Japanese culture is completely geared towards that kind of like industry, the watch kind of industry. Small, micro technology, very intricate design, all that kind of thing. Amazing. My granddad put me on Omega, so it's number one to me, says Frank. Ramon Weil is very underrated. A nude should be a measure unit for vintage fragrances. And Taste from 81 has 10 Anuges. Vostoks are durable as fuck. Just a club out of my price range. Seiko grow their own crystals. Good lord. Japanese love that micro stuff. I was watching a video about Japanese ink and how they make it. Really interesting. There's a channel called Business Insider, and they've got a playlist called So Expensive, and the Japanese ink video it's amazing. They get the black by burning candles, and the soot that accumulates on, like they put like a little lid above the candle, and the soot that accumulates from burning a specific type of not the wax, the wick, and they use that, and then they make it into like bars and stuff like that, and they dry it for years. It's crazy. You know, like that black from Japanese script. That's what the ink comes from. It's amazing. It's amazing. It looks like licorice, I think. Like, it's got that kind of licorice thing. Nice, manly regret not getting a bottle when I could have got one for a good price. Duck did not like it after I asked him, so I passed. What's that? What are you talking about? What fragrance? Want to go to Japan. It's on my bucket list. Love their culture. Yes, Chinese. It's like Chinese, but with a Western flavour. It's more accessible than the Chinese culture to foreigners, I think. Chinese culture is very... For me, I find it very... How would I put it? Inaccessible is like a word, but it's not the word I want to use. It's impenetrable. You know? Maybe I just think I might not be smart enough to get it, like, do you know what I mean? The language is completely beyond us. Like, completely beyond us. I can't even learn German or French, man. Which is Latin, essentially. So, that's why I love it. It's very different culture, but with a Western twist. If I go, will the comic get released? It's coming out this month, or next month, apparently, so you won't have to wait long. Should go to Seattle next week and smell the Les exclusive, says Oris. I wouldn't recommend going to Seattle at any time, to be fair. China is another world. Yeah, it feels... I don't want to use the word alien because that comes with a lot of different connotations, but it's fucking like traveling into another dimension. Japanese also make superb guitars. That's why I love it. Japanese also make superb guitars. I'll save $100 for a watch, but I think I'll buy on taste, says Dropout. When the Japanese are obsessed with a hobby, I pay attention, says Frank. Yes. Reverso Duo Face. Yes, I wouldn't mind a Reverso. I've got a Santos. A Laureato Rolex Sky Dweller. When does it end? Well, it doesn't. That's the point. It's consumerism, isn't it? I did watch An Idiot Abroad, and his trip to China was interesting. Old call. Right, friends, that's it. I've done my obligatory 2 hours tonight, and I'm battered. I'm off to take poison, and maybe tomorrow I will feel better, but I wouldn't have thought so. So I will probably see you on Sunday. With the fragrance rotation. Okay. Good night, friends, and I will see you all again soon.